first one, Mike, the win, how important was that context of the season?
Yeah, probably really important. I think the group has been, getting better, and we've been working, and you're trying to get out of sort of the place that you're in, and to kind of have a game where we defended and we rebounded, and saw the ball go through the net, and then ultimately, to get the win was a huge deal for us and for the group. And you always talk about how the group's connecting and playing well and stuff, but you need to win to validate where you are as a group.
Can you tell us about the place, you mentioned the place that you were in? Was it physical? Was it mental?
Yeah, probably all of a little bit. I think that in such a league that has 33 rounds and 33 games, and a tough, hard-playing league, that you're going to hit some adversity. There are just going to be some ups and downs, and through the first probably 2/3 of the year, we didn't have much. So it's good that we hit it. To be honest with you, as a coach, you're looking for those windows. You're winning games, and you're trying to say, hey, we got to get better. But the growth and us getting better and all those things will come on the back end of going through a few losses.
So there's a positive.
It has to be, right? You, as a coach, you've got to find those positives to move the group forward.
How much confidence have you got from that win, especially at training since the weekend?
Yeah, well, I think the first thing is to be home for a little bit, to be back in Adelaide, and to kind of, sleep in our own beds, and to be able to practice here, and back into our normal routine, and to have actual practices to move the group ahead. So it's been a really good week. We're getting organized. I felt like, the group got better this week, and those are the things we want to see.
How tough has the schedule been for you guys? Obviously, it's well documented that it's been tough, but leading into playoffs, it must have been.
It's part of what we go through, right? And everybody's got to play a certain amount of home games and road games. So, we're not going to use it as an excuse, but it is good to be able to get back here to, kind of have practice days, and to have one game this week, and, be able to practice a little bit next week as we, focus on these final 3 games.
We always focus on Bryce and what he's doing. So how important, particularly in the playoffs, you get the performance from your 3 big guys?
Yeah, I think that I bragged about them early on in the year, that I feel like I've got the 3 most talented bigs in the league, and that's why we have 3 bigs. But to find a rhythm with them was huge for our group. They kind of set the tone, and that's on both ends of the floor. But the way they defended and they rebounded into the offensive connection, and be able to either finish like they did, which was like around 50 points for the 3 of them, along with being able to share and set screens and do all the other things that bigs have to do for our team to function, was really a big thing.
I know you've got such a packed schedule, it's hard to focus too much on games coming up. The last home game sold out for weeks and weeks to finish going in from the playoffs.
Yeah, well, we love being at home. 36er fans are the best. We love being in at the Adelaide Entertainment Center. We haven't been there for a little bit, and we know that we're going to have some big home games in the postseason coming. But to kind of thank the fans, and we really appreciate their support, and to have a big crowd and to have a big home game, and we really would like to play well and thank them for their support.
Zion mentioned that you had a mindset coach, David Stevenson, that you brought on board. Has he been a big part in changing the mindset, and perhaps when the team gets down and losses and things like that?
I think our group as a whole has functioned really, really well. We've had our ups, and they function well. You have some times when you're not functioning at the level that you would like to. This group keeps talking and communicating. I think it's why we've been able to sit at the top of the ladder for as many weeks as we have, is because they kind of figure out ways to solve problems. And that's what this journey has been right here at the end of the season, is trying to figure out how to solve problems and stay in it, and to also get better and then win games.
Just on a personal level, how have you been coping with the sort of pressure of being number one, and then going through a bit of a rough trot and then picking it up again? How have you been going?
Yeah, you just focus on the group. The ladder will figure out the ladder. That sorts itself out. But as long as the group is still connecting and we're still getting better, you want to play your best basketball at the end of the year. and that's where we're trying to get to right now.
You're on top of the ladder. The bookies have got you third favourite, I reckon. Does it piss you off?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that stuff, to be honest with you.
You want to ask one about New Zealand or something, maybe?
Yeah, beautiful, mate.
Yeah.
Just in terms of the Breakers, what can you tell us about them? How much prep can you do into each team when you've got such a packed schedule?
Yeah, well, we know them after we've played them a few times. Their team's changed just a little bit with a couple of injuries. PJC and Brockington are, two really, really talented players, and they'll have our full focus. And, I think the group's excited for the challenge, and they're excited to play a home game.
One last one on them. You play them again in a couple of weeks' time in Ignite Cup final.
Yeah.
Do you keep anything up your sleeve, or do you just play hard?
I think that we just focus on this game, and then once we get to that game, you focus on that game. Individually, we got to be focused on what we need to do on Saturday.
If you worked out how you split the money, if you would.
Let's just hopefully, I'll wait till the end to see how much money there is to split.
Fair